Hey people, bonus Seeds of Wisdom. This is off the cuff. No warning. No warning. No Seeds of Wisdom's going to be on in 10 minutes. Off the cuff. Unorganized. But sometimes things happen in life where we just need to go with it. So apologies, I'm giving you all a shout out. Hopefully some of you will just notice I'm on live and will just jump on. I'm going to need some of you guys, some of your help. So maybe let me invite a few people. Let's get some people on here. Okay. Because I'm going to need some help with this one. Who else can we get on? Yeah, going to get some of my people on here. And then we'll explain. We'll go into it. Okay. Who else we got? Who else we got? I need people who have got a positive mindset. People who want to serve. Who into the business of uplifting people. I need your help with this one. Okay, that might have to do for now. If I haven't invited you, let's get that. Don't take it personally. I just wanna jump on this. And some of you guys have got friends anyway. Okay, we'll jump with that for now. So this is the first time I've done this. Cool, yes, we've got the time on here. Alright, what's this about then? So, some of you might know I've been trying to get better. I mean, Utum put it perfectly. I've just been speaking to Utum a few hours ago. Utum, thank you for the conversation. Thank you for the tip. Airplane mode is on. And Utum really summed this up when he said, what we're doing is providing a service. And I never really looked at that, at what I'm doing this way before. I've always kind of said, using my struggles to help others, to inspire others. But yeah, I know, man. It's growing long, man. I'm in hibernation. This is so off the cuff. I haven't even combed it out. But yeah, I'm in hibernation mode. The beard is gone, thanks to my missus. She went too impressed with that. Thank you, Gershom. I'm gonna need your help. I'm gonna need your help later. So yeah, Utum really summed this up when he said what we're doing, as in me and himself and other people, we're providing a service to you guys. Really, we're providing a service by sharing our struggles, by talking about things that we feel that we can add value to your lives. We're providing a service, and there's a million and one things that we could be doing with our time. Utum's busy building his business. I'm busy building my business, taking care of family and that. But we want to serve you because other people have helped us. So this is what we're doing. So I had a request come today, and basically what's happened is I'm getting to that point where now Seeds of Wisdom is going to be on a weekly time slot. It's going to be Tuesdays. It's going to be Tuesdays at 9:30. Life will happen sometimes. It won't always be at that time. But my commitment to you guys is that from next week, Seeds of Wisdom is going to be on Tuesdays at 9:30. And that was because several people have been asking me to pin down a specific time so they know they can plan it in their day, that they can tune in and watch and obviously add value. Yes, you can watch it on a replay, but it's a different dynamic when people on here live contributing, because you guys contribute just as much as I put these out. I just sometimes put the stone in the water and set the ripple, and you guys just help that ripple turn into a wave. So I've been discussing this with one particular person, and I checked in with this person. I said, is this going to be all right for you? Tuesdays at 9:30. And they asked, when is it going to start? I said, next week. My Seeds of Wisdom is actually going to be on Friday. You're going to get 2 this week, people. You're going to get 2. And they basically said that I've written this down, they've had a bad week. And comments, guys, I'll jump on the comments in a little while. I just want to get this message out there. They've had a bad week. They've had bad luck at the moment. I personally, I don't believe in luck. I don't do luck. I do fortune, good fortune, but that's for another time. And they need some help to stay positive. And they're like kind of looking at me to help motivate them. And I thought, okay, let's see. Oh, people are actually looking to me to motivate me. Utam said that someone had watched the podcast interview I did with him maybe about 2, 3 months ago, and now they wanted to follow me on Twitter. This is not being me being arrogant, but me put myself out there and doing what I'm doing. People are being attracted to me. People are wanting to see more of me, do more of this. So I'm serving, and with anything I do, it has to be to the best of my ability. It has to be excellent. It has to be good. So I'm always looking to refine things, get things better. So I said to this, so basically, this person has come looking to me to help. They're in tune with what I'm doing with my videos, and they need that. They need that. They need a lift. So this is why I've jumped on here tonight. I wasn't planning to do this tonight. I was planning to do on Friday, but there's a need there from someone, and I'm more than happy to provide that service because me doing this has taken me such a lot to get to this stage. Now some people are looking at me and say, I like what you're doing, and you're adding value. So this is what I'm doing. So we're gonna help this particular person. The other thing, what happened was, I was speaking to a good friend of mine I've come to know through church, and he's helped me with messages on my lives and stuff. And I must admit, Saturday, Sunday, I was a bit flat. My dad passed away, which has been a bit surreal. But I was just feeling a bit flat. I was tired. I didn't have much sleep. And during the church service, I was telling myself this. I was saying, you know what? It's okay to be a bit flat sometimes. It's okay to be down. God gives us a range of emotions. So there's a time to be. There's a time where it's right to be angry. There's a time when it's okay to cry. There's a time when it's okay to smile. There's a time where it's okay to be a little bit down sometimes. I'm sure Jesus, doing what he did, sometimes he was down, but he sought that strength from God. And so it's okay to be down sometimes. It's okay to be a little bit flat. I spoke to this person after church. They were saying they felt a bit flat. I said, yeah, me too. Do you know what? Let's not beat ourselves up about it. It's okay to be down. The key is not to stay down. And he explained that it was little things that happened. And we talked it out. We talked it out. Not to say that everything was a bed of roses afterwards, but that fellowship with one another and just knowing that it's okay to be down. Yeah, what we're doing, what the kind of industry I'm involved with by doing this is the motivational industry. You know what, guys? This is a little secret I tell you. Motivational speakers sometimes are down sometimes. We're not always on top of our game. We're human. We're not robots. So this person on Sunday was down. I've had someone to come to me saying a little bit down. So we're going to lift these people up. We're going to lift it. It happened to me a couple of weeks ago. I did my prayer time on a Sunday, and I said to you guys, I'm feeling a little bit down, a bit flat. By the time it was end of it, I was up because of you, the fellowship. So I've got a few suggestions, and this is where people like Utsum come in. This is where people like Gershom. This is people like Regis. I've seen you. I haven't read your message properly, but I see you. This is where you come in. I don't even know who you are. But what I want us to do to help this person, there's some tips. I don't usually do these tips or steps, but I've got a few tips. So first, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling like rubbish, if you had a rubbish day, think of others in a worse situation. I'm going to put a little twist on that. So think of others in a worse situation. Now, people have said this to me before. It's kind of a motto I live by. Think of others who are in a worse situation than yourself. What about if that doesn't work? Yeah, think of others in a worse situation, but I'm feeling down. I'm feeling like rubbish. Maybe I don't want to think of someone else in a worse situation. I'm not saying that's the right thing to think, but just be frank about it. Let's be frank on this Facebook Live. Sometimes we feel like that. We're so caught up in ourselves. We don't want to think of. We just want to stay down in that mud pit. So, what happens if you don't want to think of others in a worse situation? Well, try this. Why don't we help others in a worse situation? Why don't we help others to feel better? I've had a couple of people who've been sending me text messages here and there with the news about my dad passing away. One who actually sent me a message before he even found out about my dad, but it was very timely. Sometimes text messages are fantastic because it's a one-way thing. I've talked about this before in my edification challenge. It's a one-way thing. You don't need to get a response. You don't know what impact your message could have on someone's life. It could be simple thing as, hey, hope you're having a great day, just to let you know I'm thinking about you. That's it. And his scent is out there. So me and this other person, I'm saying other person because I can't remember his name right now. Forgive me, it'll come to me. Karim Hassan. We've been sending a little messages here and there. Just how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. How's your day going? Blah blah blah. So even if you're feeling bad, put good into someone else's life, and sooner or later, I believe you'll start to feel a bit better about yourself. Especially if you get messages coming back. Don't do it just to get the messages back. Just do it because you're feeling bad, but you want to help someone else. So if thinking of others in the worst situation doesn't work for you at that point, then help others. Now, number 3, and this is where I need you guys. Actually, no, you know what? I'm gonna leave that to last. Another one, and this is something definitely I'm going to be focusing on next year. Laughter. Laughter is a fantastic medicine, and when the time's right, I'm going to be doing some Facebook Lives on laughter. And I'm going to be making some moves, creating some environments to help people laugh, God willing. Laughter is a fantastic thing to do. Watch some comedy. Get one of those stupid YouTube videos of a cat, I don't know, jumping on some man's head or something. It don't have to be deep stuff. Just watch a few funny things. Watch your kids having a laugh, mucking around. It's gonna put a smile on your face. At the end of my Facebook Live, I haven't done it recently, but I tend to do this a cheesy grin. Why do I do that? Do I look like an idiot? Some of you may think so. Okay, so what? When I was growing up, when I was going through my shyness, lack of identity and stuff, I took myself way too seriously. I was so caught up in worrying about myself and that. And sometimes we need to just be an idiot, play the idiot, have a laugh. Just don't take yourself too seriously. And this is something I'm learning to do. So that's where you get the cheesy grin. My man over in the States, Shane the Train, he's the choo-choo man. You've seen him choo-choo. I'll be honest, when I first saw him, I thought, what's this? What's this? But he's having fun. He's not taking himself too seriously. We need to do that sometimes. It's not all about hitting your business objectives. What's your KPIs? What's this? And life is there to be enjoyed. Have a laugh. If any of you want to have a laugh, Shane the Train has got his website, shanethetrain.com. You can upload a choo-choo. I'm going to be doing one soon. Upload your choo-choo. And just put it up there, just having a bit of fun. Just don't take yourself too seriously. So if you're feeling a bit down, watch a few comedy videos. Speak to someone you know is funny, it just makes you feel funny. You know what I mean? Get on YouTube and watch something. The last thing I want us to do to help this person is it's all about iron sharpening iron. Surround yourself with others. Surround yourself with other people, uplifting people. Let me tell you something, right? I'm quite a positive person. The lady I was with before, my wife, for her, no fault of her own, well, some of it her fault, some of it not. She was depressed. She wasn't medically assessed, but she was going through depression. And I was quite a positive person. I was into multi-level marketing at the time. I was just turned 18. I wanted to be an entrepreneur, businessman. Had people around me, so I was quite positive, quite a go-getter. Despite my shyness, I wanted to do what I could. Being around this person day in and day out, saying things like, "Oh, what's the point of life?" and blah, "Why should I even get out of bed?" It dragged me down. And I don't care how strong you are, if you're not surrounding yourself with positive people, if you're not watching positive videos, if you're not listening to positive podcasts, it will drag you down. It will drag you. And that was just one person. Suppose you're in a group of friends or circle of friends who are all negative thinkers, who are always complaining, always bitter, always have a chip on their shoulder. It will drag you down. I don't care who you are. It will drag you down. So now, what I want us to do on this Facebook Live to kind of wrap things up is, I've got some positive people on here. I've got some people who will I want people to drop some nuggets for this person. I want you guys to share messages, send positive messages. Gershom, the love motivator, if you're still on here, send this person a positive message. You do it every day in your lives. I want this person to feel better. So this person's having a rubbish week. I don't know exactly what's happened. They've had bad luck. It's only Tuesday. What can we do to help this person? Let's leave some messages for someone. Utam, straight from the heart. Give us something straight from the heart from this person. How can this person make their week better? What can they do for this person? You've had a rubbish week so far, but what can you be thankful for? What blessings do you have in your life? Perhaps you've been trying to do something. Perhaps um, you're trying to strive for something and things haven't gone to plan. What 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 can you be grateful for? I'll give you an example. I was in work this week. A few things happened at work, and I started moaning. I started complaining. Rah rah rah, this and that. We're getting treated the same way again and again. Thank you, Utum. Utum saying, lift yourself higher. Lift yourself up higher. Lift yourself above where you are. Look forward. Be positive. Be grateful for being alive. Yeah, these are the things we hear all the time. You know what I mean? This is kind of the things we hear. Be grateful for every breath, whatever. But it's true. It's true. Actually, rather than just, you know, when you hear the same thing sometimes, familiarity breeds contempt. Let's actually just actually think about it. So Utum's saying, be grateful for being alive. My dad passed away. Hannah, I see your message. I'll jump on it in a minute. Thank you, guys. Keep going with this. Keep these messages going through so fast that I can't keep up with them. That's why I said to Utum. Utum's doing some great stuff with podcasts. He's putting out so much quality, not quantity, quality podcasts. I can't keep up with it. But we've got YouTube. I can catch up with that. So, I've done it again. I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, I was moaning at work and I was like, blah, 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 this and that. And I thought, you know what? Just take a checkup from the neck up. It is what it is. Use your frustrations for positive. So I'm channeling those frustrations in a positive manner. Right, guys, you've responded so well. So Utum says, lift yourself higher. Be grateful for being alive. Hannah, I love this. When you're down, look up. When you're down, look up. Love it. Regis, I'll go back and check your comment, but welcome, thank you. Caesar Wisdom, Shy Man Speaks. Shane is a master in case of emergency. Yeah, watch Shane. Yeah, if you're feeling down, watch Shane. I'll introduce you to Shane the Train. Watch his Facebook lives. The guy's done something like 1,500 lives this year. He's like the king of Facebook lives. I was getting towards, when I was doing them every day, I was getting towards, my goal was 100, and now I've slowed down a bit. But 1,500 lives, and this guy's got so much energy. Regis says, be grateful for being you. Yeah, so let's celebrate yourself. Someone said it yesterday, I think it was Shane actually. You are with yourself 24/7. If you don't love yourself, who else is going to love you? Be the best you can be. Yeah, it sounds like cheesy stuff. Maybe the stuff you've heard motivational speakers saying before, but it's true. It's true. Utum says, be committed to what you're doing. Kelly saying, this is a great message, thank you. Karim's on here. Kelly likes that Karim is watching. Love it. See, Hannah saying, love that quote, check up from the neck up. Gonna use that. Yeah, use it. I use stuff from other people all the time. I like something, I use it. Just quote me. It doesn't even come from me. Yes, Utum says, celebrate the small wins. Celebrate the small wins. I did a video on this many moons ago, and it's true, especially when you've got children as well. If your children are healthy, especially this time of year where there's colds, apparently there's hand, foot and mouth going around. If your children are healthy, they're eating right, they're going to bed, that's a small win. The more they do that, they'll grow healthy, they'll be strong, you impacting positive messages on them. They're the future, they're the generation. The reason I'm doing this kind of stuff, me and Utum are doing this stuff, is to inspire people so they don't have to be the same as the past generation. Kelly's saying, brilliant, okay, so let nothing bring you down. You know what, I'll challenge that a little bit. We're humans, so things will bring us down. The key is not to stay down. Or if you're feeling like you're staying down, get some help. And it's not about just going to the doctor and the doctor popping you some antidepressants. There's other ways to get help. So yeah, I will echo that. So let nothing bring you down. But if it does, do X, Y, and Z. I love that from Utum. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to talk about this, man. I celebrate after every podcast interview. Utum, how many podcasts have you done? Now, Utum is, he's done, the caliber of people that Utum's getting on his podcast. Please, if you haven't checked in already with him, straight from the heart. It's on YouTube, it's on Podomatic, it's on iTunes, it's wherever you want to find it. It's on there. The caliber of speakers that he's bringing on that show is world class. I've been on there. I'll leave you guys to judge about the world class bit. I'll be going back on there in a few more. See, Utum's done 24. He's done 24. All right. Um, I imagine now the type of people he is getting on these shows are looking back on the track to see what he's done so far. So the hard work he's putting in, every one of them is hard work for him. The hard work he's put in is paying off now. Perhaps people who he's getting on now, he may have not got them back on early on in the days. But so he's getting to a level now where he wasn't before, but he's saying he celebrates after every podcast interview. His next podcast interview might be the last one. He might have some lined up into the 6 months down the line, but you just don't know what life is going to do. So he's saying he celebrates after every podcast interview. And the thing is, when he does his podcast interview, don't get twisted. He's learning as well. He's sharpening, being around these guys. He's getting better. He's not just putting it out there. He's taking it in as well. Just like when I put this stuff out there, you guys contribute and you're adding to this. This is the thing I love about Facebook Live. It's not just me standing on a stage, talking at you guys for an hour or so. I'm coming out here with a message. I share it. You guys add to it, and it helps me. Udin says you're world class, and remember you were the fourth guest. I do, and you gave me the opportunity. You gave me that step up, and yeah, it was fantastic. I enjoyed it. Even just today, Utum says someone was we did it about 3 months ago. Someone's watched it, and now they want to follow me on Twitter. So yeah, love it, guys. I love it. Thank you. Right, let's go back and check Regis. Regis, I wasn't ignoring you. Gershom, if you're on here, man, please, I know you always dropping motivational messages. Please share something. So Regis, you're from French West Indies. Okay, wow. I bet it's nice and hot over there. Best regards to your guest. Utum brought me here. Utum brought me there. Thank you, Utum. Thank you, Regis. We'll connect, Regis. Jesus' messages always find a way to get spread on perfect time. Infinite love. Tracy, thank you for jumping on. Another positive person. Regis is saying, thank you, bros. You're welcome. Have to be recalled the sharing purpose and also self-concern. Yeah, this motivational stuff is easy to dismiss it as fluff or, do you know what I mean? Rah-rah stuff and all that stuff. But it's real stuff, man. We need to have a good talking to ourselves sometimes. Do you know what I mean? We need other people to inspire us. It's not just for other people and that. Life is tough. Life is tough. We have our ups and downs. And yeah, we're not. Remember this. Don't beat yourself up too much about it. We are human beings. If God didn't want to have the full range of emotion, he would have made us robots, and he just would have controlled everything. And some people don't understand when they say all this bad stuff happening in the world and stuff. God gives us free will. That means he gives us a choice. Yeah, he put us on here. He created us. He put us on here. He gave us a full range of emotions. He also gave us a choice to choose whether to follow him or whether to do our own thing. I know many of you have children. When they're younger, you kind of tell them what to do, you show them the way, but they need to get to an age where they need to make their own decisions, and sometimes we learn best through our mistakes. Just like I'm bringing up my children as Christians, it will get to a point where they need to take that road for themselves. I put what I feel is right for them, but then I expect them to, I'll be disappointed if they didn't question the faith, like, Dad, why are we Christians? And I want them to be asking me that questions. Why do I want that? Because then it becomes their own faith if they choose to follow it. It becomes their own. It's not me just telling them this is a faith and that's it. It's good to question things at times. And I said this year, I left church when I was 16. I came back into it when I was about 30, 31. I think my mum's still more shocked than anyone that I came back, but I came back for myself. It's my own decision now. I'm walking in my own steps of faith. So I hope this has helped. Bonus, I've taken 25 minutes out of my time. to impact you, to serve you, but it's also serving me. It's another Facebook Live for me done. I don't know how many I've done now. It's another chance for me to refine what I'm doing. Um, so as much as you give, you get back. It might not be a direct thing. So if you give half an hour of your time, you might not get half an hour back, and it might not be straight away. Life is funny like that. It will. What's the? No, I can't remember what I'm going to say. Um, but yeah, this was unplanned. This totally unplanned. I feel better for it. I hope that person does as well. I hope you all do. Thank you all for you contributed. Collaboration. I'm getting some likes and getting some love hearts. Thank you guys. Thank you. Oh, I'm getting loads of likes. so that's it. That's it. This is what we do. This is Utum. Thank you for putting it the way you did. I'm here to serve. This is what I'm doing in my lives. I'm here to serve, and I hope this has been of service to you. My bullying Facebook Live last week, I said it. I didn't realise now thinking about it. I said my job is to inspire someone. That was my job. But it's a job. So someone saying thank you and I'm smiling. She says thank you, I'm smiling now. It was Kelly. Kelly was the one who reached out to me. Kelly was the one who reached out to me and said she's had a bit of a rubbish week. Thank you, I'm smiling. Job done. There we go. That's priceless, people. That's priceless. We give thanks that we have the technology to do this, that we're all connecting. Look, Hannah as well, very relevant to me this week. This is what I'm saying. When you send that text message, that random text message, random acts of kindness, you don't know what impact that's going to have on someone else's life. I was speaking that to Kelly. I was speaking that to Karim a little bit because we both were feeling a bit flat on the Sunday. Now Hannah's kind of jumped on and said, "Look, very relevant to her. You don't know. Spread that goodness. Who knows? Spread those seeds of wisdom. Some of them will grow. Some of them will get choked up. Ah, my man, Coach. Sorry, I can't end this. Coach Frank Sagasta. Now I'm getting hyped. So, Coach, Kelly is a friend of mine. We go to church in the UK. She was feeling a bit flat this week. She needed some motivation. I've come on here and done the Facebook Live. We've had people commenting, uplifting. Kelly's smiling now. And now you're here jumping up. Frank, please drop some seeds of, drop some nuggets, some motivational stuff. Said seeds planted. Frank, if you don't know Frank, Coach Frank as we call him, he's an American guy. He's based in America, doing some great stuff. He's been through some trials and tribulations. Please, Utum's interviewed him on his podcast. Watch the story. He's come from down below zero, and he's taking himself up there, and he's going high. This is a guy who invests. Frank, come on, man. I'm putting you out there, man. I'm picking you up. Send one line, man. Give us a motivational message for the week. What do we do if we're feeling down? How do we lift ourselves up? How do we not stay down in the pit? I'm waiting. No, I'm joking. I'm going to carry on. So Frank, he invests in himself. He reads. He's a phenomenal reader. God has been great. There you go. Thank you. So when you're feeling down, what can you give thanks for? What's happened in the past, and use that to push you on, to know that good things will come again. If good things have happened to you in the past, there's a high probability that good things will happen again. Thank you, Frank. There. Boy, here we go. He's ramping up now, Frank. If you're truly feeling down, please review the situation. Let me... I need to read this properly. If you're truly feeling down, please review the situation. So talk to yourself, talk to others. What is the situation about? What's caused it? Why am I feeling like this? Because when there is adversity, when there are bad times, there is a scene with the opportunity of optimism. Frank, man, you over-delivered. If you're truly feeling down, please review the situation, because when there is adversity, there is a scene with the opportunity of optimism. There's another way of saying that someone used to say to me. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, when bad stuff happens, you don't always realize that something like something of good of equal measure will come. So, um, my dad passing away, for example, and I've already kind of learned this lesson. He had a lot. He was so much potential, so much talent. What I'm learning now, and he made a few wrong decisions. It could happen to any of us, and because of those wrong decisions, I struggled without having a father. So what I'm taking out of that bad stuff is I've moved on past it. Let me use my bad stuff to help someone else so they don't have to go through that. That kind of epitomizes what Frank is saying. And Frank is, oh boy, I've got Frank started now. Um, Surround your environment with greatness. We already said that. This is a beautiful thing as well. I've said that, but Frank has said it in a completely different way, and he just brings his personality and his meaning to it. Surround yourself with greatness. Samantha Poston, thank you for jumping in. How are you? How are you, Sam? How's work? How's life? Utum, he's promoting himself. Why not? Why not promote ourselves? I've promoted him. I've told him he's doing great work. So he's put it out there. People, check out his interviews for motivation and inspiration. You are maraz.podomatic.com. You can see it anyway. Um, Utum serves from the heart, and he's helping me to realize what I'm doing with this platform. Thank you, Frank. We must go through the fire in order to be pure. Frank, on one of your lives, isn't there a certain temperature that if you turn it up like 1 Celsius or something, it burns or something? Sorry, I'm going random here. It's something like a small change just changes the complete outlook. We must go through the fire in order to be pure. That's true, man. If life was easy, and I know there's times we wish life was so much easier. If life was easier, it would be boring. It's like football. If you're winning all the time, and there's and winning, as in winning really easily, what's the point? It's boring. We learn more through our adversities. It's like a boxer, wins, and then all of a sudden he loses or she loses. It comes out of nowhere. That's where they say Muhammad Ali. Why is he such a great champion? There's so many different things. His personality, his willingness to stand for what he believes in. But I think one of the greatest things about Muhammad Ali is how he reacted when he lost, how he came back. That makes a better movie than the person that just wins all the time. Why do we like the Rocky movies? Because he gets beat up, and then he comes back and win. Yeah, it sounds cheesy, it sounds romantic, but we love it. We love a good story. This is what life is about. This is what the Bible is about. It's all about stories. We all like stories. If you become a great storyteller, whether it's about your life, about someone else's life, you will draw people to you. That's why we love. That's why I love autobiographies, because it's real life. It's about people's struggles, how they overcome them, and how we can learn from them. And then when they get made into movies, that's why they become blockbusters. We like a story, whether it's cheesy or not. Guys, what can I say? You've lifted me up for the week. And this is what happens when you serve, you get served. Not always in direct correlation or relation, but there we go. So it was worth coming on without doing my hair. It was worth coming on without putting a 10 minutes warning and whatever. Off the cuff, people. Love it. Thank you guys so much for walking. Don't be afraid to make mistakes either. I'm making them all the time on these lives, but I'm still getting better, and it's real. So thank you guys so much. You're getting 2 this week. We're getting 2. So that's it. He's sending that. Positive mind, everyone. See, look, Kelly was the one feeling down. Now she's sending out the positive vibes. Job done. God willing, I'll be back on Friday. We're going for 10 o'clock. That's what I'm working toward. And then from next week, Seas of Wisdom, Tuesday night, 9:30. Please share. Please support. Get it in your diaries. And let's do this. And now my wife jumped on in the end. You're supposed to be sleeping, Lucy. All right. Love you all, guys. See you later. Keep the comments flowing. Yeah, keep bigging up, everyone. Take care. Bye.